Hello and welcome, gamers and geeks, to a slightly bittersweet D&D session. We're wrapping up the Roaming Ruckus campaign. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM. I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. Don't worry, D&D fans, we are starting a new campaign very shortly. But we got to tie up the loose threads from the old campaign first. So, for one last time, would you like to all introduce your Roaming Ruckus characters, please?
I am Marlo C.
Oh, that hurts.
It just hurts hearing that. Yeah, just you go, Marco.
Yeah, I am Marlo Seabringer. I've been a half ogre, half bugbear, and this is it. This is the end.
My only friend. Anyway.
I'm Quill Herbalin. I was an Harakokra half dragon, wizard artificer, and to finally clarify, I was a alchemist abjuration.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the day he retires.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's two more.
Who's next?
Well,
Urkthat.
why not?
Oh, alright. Yeah,
This
I
is
was
the end
waiting for-
anyway.
Hey, it's Urkther, our big lovable lizard folk.
Yeah.
Today's his last day. Well, I mean, like, he's got quite a bit ahead of him, although, like, as far as, like, a retirement goes, still quite a lot of time.
Oh, you've come
Yeah.
back around towards the.
I guess I'll go more into detail, I guess, as, go through the epilogue, but
Yeah.
he's chilling.
And Amethyst.
Hey guys, I play Amethyst Saladam. It's the last time that I'll be saying that in one of these streams, unless I bring her back for some type of
Yeah, they were.
One shot.
Let me see if I can see.
one shot, or if we go back in time to the World of Dragons during like Deathbringer's reign, I could also bring her in. Please, she'd be like 16 or so then, but technically.
Mm-hmm.
She is an alchemist artificer. An alchemist artificer assassin rogue. And over the time of Roaming Ruckus, I've had a few other cameo characters. And it's over. Kind of sad. Oh, this kind of hurts. This hurts a lot more than Magical Madness or Nunderland or any of the other goddamn campaigns.
I'm sorry. Alright. Would you like to do a series recap?
Oh, shit. I can only do a series recap from the time I joined.
Me too.
Also on your ship as well.
No, I don't think I'd do it as well.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Quill, you've been here since the beginning, right?
No.
Technically no.
Oh,
How about I do it from
I can
when Amethyst...
I can start, and then when you start to recognize stuff, you can take over. Does that make sense?
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
So this was a rather strange campaign. It was originally called Halfling's Hunger because the original objective was that the heroes had been asked by a halfling in Scalbania to come to his village, his hamlet, really, just a small collection of houses up in the woods, because their crops had died and all the animals had disappeared, and they wanted somebody to look into it and save them. And the party did go up to the North Woods and begin investigating, and found out that there were not only
Oh, it's on this
ghouls
side.
infecting the local population and causing them to turn on each other and eat each other, but the wise woman of the hamlet was a green hag that tricked the party into sacrificing a unicorn for her, or at least tried to. She really was trying to find a cure, and the blood of the unicorn would have helped, but they objected to the fact that she was a hag and that she was killing a unicorn and killed her instead. So, so the curse persisted, and some of the ghouls were transforming even further and twisting into gnoll-like creatures, so ghoulified gnolls, and they were investigating
Yes, I
that
thought
why
that
the
was like animals.
why the heck some of the these halflings were being twisted into strange man-eating hyena people,
We got 70 in the bottom barrel.
when another party,
Right, so we got 75 cannonballs.
the Frostlanders, the Dead Killers, swung by and
Shall I go start the Ashen Winds?
solved it. Just fixed everything. They stole their quest line.
Aw.
To be fair, haven't the Dead Killers done that a few times for a few different parties?
Yes. So that kind of made things a bit weird, and then especially when another party was fighting another entity. The Dead Killers, the Mr. Steal Your Woman party. There was a... Something's ringing.
Sorry, that's me.
There was another party doing something else elsewhere in the world that they were trying to defeat some ancient archdevil, and in the process managed to magically merge the material plane with hell. So I think there were only 2 members of the Halfling Hunger party of the time that got to witness the world turning into a hellscape for a few hours and then switching back to normal. I believe they had to fight some devils, which was fun.
Hmm.
Um,
I believe that's when my character came in.
okay. Well,
Yeah, that
go on.
I believe that's where my character came in at the end of that.
Probably means you've completed one of the things.
Okay.
Yeah, the aftermath.
All right. So do you want
You
to take it from here?
Quill necessarily joined with them due to traveling around trying to fit his life's work.
Finish his life's work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and over time, and essentially worked alongside the party to essentially solve for the calamity.
Mm-hmm. I think they met you in Coal City, right?
I thought it was Scalbania.
Okay, Scalbania. But I know they went to Coal City shortly after that and started investigating the whole shiz with the Wormsbane controlling society and
Yeah, I believe that's
giving a bad lot to the beast folk. So then the direction of the campaign changed. There was some chaos that was caused along the way, which is why the party name changed to Roaming Ruckus, because you were just going to places and causing nonsense.
Yeah.
I'd like to the force like a bad smell.
Yes.
Yep.
But Coal City is where you met Urktha, the arena champion,
taken from the Pride Lands, put into Coal City.
And I believe Elira Aladam, yes?
Amethyst. They did not meet Amethyst in Gold City, no.
I said Elira.
Oh yeah, they met Draconic Elira, right?
I don't remember.
They met both. They met the Eliras in Coal City, but they met Amethyst before then.
Okay.
Because I remember
Amethyst showed up to thwart their
They went to Quill's if we're starting from there, I can take it from here. They went to Quill's father's house.
There was a little bit before that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can skip to that. Marlo was part of the party by then as well, though, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
How did Marlo? How did they meet you, real quick?
Well,
oh right. I can recap this short part if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah. Basically, there's I remember one of the party members was trying to tame a T-Rex,
Mm-hmm.
and they had failed, so they were getting swung around like a rag doll.
Yes.
In the T-Rex's mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is no longer with
So
us.
So Marlo had literally just charged out of the forest, sized up and absolutely just swung for the T-Rex.
Saw a fight and decided to get involved. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So really.
After that, he just decided with going with the party.
So now I can start from when Amethyst was at.
Sure. So
they were at Quill's father's house, Lord Herblin, and they discovered he was a part of Warrensbane, and after that, a fight soon broke out after Lord Herblin threatened Quill.
Yeah, Lord Herblin held a pistol at his son's head, yes.
He summoned another member of Warrensbane who tried to calm the situation because she really didn't care either way. They were all disgusting beast folk to her, except for one party member at the time. But they were really all terrible to her. But then Lord Herblin attacked her, causing her to fight him, and she ended up joining with the party. That was Amethyst Aladam.
Yes.
A member of Wormsbane who is very cold and cruel, whose only focus was on finding her twin sister who had gone missing.
Yes.
And as the party continued, they ended up finding her sister, who ran a resistance against Wormsbane in Coal City. We also met back up with Marlo again, because Marlo...
I mean, I can release if it's easier.
Marlo kind of wasn't there for that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And Marlo and Amethyst did not get along. The party, we infiltrated Wormsbane. We ended up kicking out a bad player. That happened in character. Everyone kicked, the party kicked this dude out.
Shall I just go to the ferry?
We had an encounter with an artifact that tried to take over Urkthurt.
Okay.
Yeah, that happened a few times. 3 to be exact.
Yeah. Urkthurt and Amethyst.
I think she's almost done anyway.
By near that point, started liking each other.
As in players?
Mm-hmm.
And ended up
I think it was more of Amethyst really liked Urk, and Urk didn't really know what was going on until she was like, yeah.
No, you did show signs, because I specifically remember you talked to the,
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Because I thought it was just like, oh yeah, cool, smart fleshy that helps me read. You know?
Yeah. But it was cute.
Yeah, it was.
We ended up starting to have to fight against Amethyst's mother, Elaine, and she became our big bad because pretty sure the Dead Killers kind of fixed Coal City.
Excuse me, could you please get off my boat?
Pretty much.
Again, my Another thing that they did.
Yeah.
So the revolution never had to happen.
Imagine if the dead killers just somehow decide, hey, why don't we go explore to the east and see what that whole deal is
It's a
about?
brig too.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Just no. We ended up dealing with Elaine. Actually, it took a long time to deal with Elaine, since she had a habit of showing up, messing with Amethyst's head, and then leaving.
Yeah, they're on the boat.
She was very elusive.
A lot of illusionary tricks to
Yeah.
use and baffle the
No,
party.
I caught
Eventually, though, the party ended up killing her.
Yes, took a while, but you got there.
After that, we ended up fighting a bunch of giants.
Yes.
Well, we basically...
Marlo
got
took him on
this cool hammer
single-handedly.
called that.
Yes.
Not a hammer, it was
The
a
ads.
axe. It was a pickaxe. So,
Yeah.
what was it again, please? The
Ads of Adam.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
Yeah.
very cool pickaxe.
And the god the grandson of the god who that belonged to wanted it back. What happened was that by that time we had young Elira on our turtle ship. We got a turtle ship. We killed a bunch of slavers. We don't bring that up because anytime we bring that up, we make fun of Quill, and we don't need to make fun of Quill right now.
You don't want to talk about the slaughter of the Macallings?
We ended up giving the Thad's back. He got sad. Amethyst got sad. Her friend was sad. And Elira made an entirely new timeline. We still went, and we still went after the,
Well, that was interesting.
We still went after the giants, and we killed them
Yeah.
in one turn. Literally, Marlo destroyed the demigod in one turn.
Yeah.
Reported.
It was a very strong hit. It was like
What?
around 1,000 damage, wasn't it?
It
Yeah.
was stupid.
Yeah.
But after doing the giants, we ended up going to the Pride Lands. And we explored Migra a little bit. Quill, he met a very nice, very pretty Owlin, didn't you, Quill? Bird.
Obviously, the plan was to do something a bit more slow burn, but
Yes.
No.
we ain't gonna get that luxury.
Well, you see,
Yeah,
like that.
not sure. The Quill. Also, it was noted that, yeah, but we basically explored the Pride Lands a little, and that's kind of where we ended. We were going to deal with Wormsbane, and I'm sure the party does deal with Wormsbane before they retire. Because technically retiring the characters doesn't mean they're retiring yet in-game.
Mm-hmm.
Meh, it's fine.
Yes.
We didn't have an MSR, so we don't get an MSR flag.
Yeah, I mean, like, probably shortly after they deal with Wormsbane.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I imagine we're going to part our separate ways, realizing that.
Well, okay, so in the last session, you were confronted by a couple of Wormsbane agents that were lycanthropes, yes?
Yeah, and we got a quest to deal with them.
Yes.
And we were planning to do that.
Yeah. So, yes, by a giant weasel person who had been investigating them is going to help you rid the city of these lycanthropes, which you can absolutely do. It shouldn't be too much of a problem, especially for Marlo, Mr. Smash in One Punch Marlo. I should also point out. Sorry?
Nothing.
Urkthar's tooth sword is also fairly formidable.
Yeah, it's definitely nowhere near Marlowe levels of strength, but it is very powerful.
Yeah, but the real star of the show here was Quill's full restore that effectively eliminated the need for a healer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Combined with Amethyst's death potion, and we've got... Yeah. It
Yeah,
shouldn't
that
be
was
any...
bad.
Shouldn't be very hard to get rid of the lycanthrope menace in town.
No.
Go on.
No, it should not.
I was also planning on... There was also going to be a quest line available for you to investigate what Scry Vision was all about, and where all the power comes from to power not just Scry Vision, but the rest
Have
of
you
the
got
city.
leeches?
It would have been like last winter, but
What a manaport
These
is
leeches
and
for
where the
strong
power
fishes,
comes from
Or is it gross?
was going to be
It's leeches.
a quest line. It could have been fun, but
Yeah.
but on top of that, Quill has met the love of his life, right? Essentially, for now. And this woman has also offered acting jobs to Amethyst and Elira. Yeah?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, Urkthert... Would Mallow help Urkthert try to rebuild the ruined, tribe? I mean, in terms of the physical construction of the huts and everything, not producing...
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, the physical construction. Oh, yeah, Marlo would absolutely help him out with that.
Yeah.
I just realised that... Wait, no, I'm not asking you to help him repopulate.
Yeah, I know. I was like, hold on a minute. I don't think we have a relationship like that.
No. No, that's Amethyst's job. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, we've already got a few eggs in there already.
Yep. That's another reason why it would be good for you to slow down, or perhaps even...
Yeah.
Given that you're so powerful, you could even train other people up. You could lead especially if you're going to be actors, you would have the influence to encourage people to find the Wormsbane agents within the city. You don't even have to do it directly. You could just work some of those concepts of the of Prideland society being infiltrated by the Wormsbane into the scripts from time to time.
Yeah. I'm thinking that maybe
I don't know how to report.
instead of because originally what me and what me and Fish were planning for Earth and Amethyst was for them to settle down and coastal.
Yeah, but now she's gonna be she can be an actress now, which for one, it'd get her treated better in the city because people treat famous people nice.
Yes. She'd have recognition. Both of the sisters would. And completely... Yeah, with your knowledge about Wormsbane, you could help to raise awareness without actually having to infiltrate the organization.
And I mean, hey, if there's still the racism problem directed at your way. There's nothing a big set of teeth can't solve.
Well, you are half dragon. You could definitely play up your draconic side.
Yeah, she could just foosh flames.
Do you want to stick on this server, or do you want to switch?
Yeah.
You could even, or because you look, you can look half elf if you want to, right?
I think that it's not her decision. She just is half elf, half dragon. That's just the way she looks. She doesn't have much shape shifting.
Okay. Well, the makeup artists can
Yeah.
help you with that, but you could often because
Sell that first.
you're half and
Let's see
half,
what's just
and
up
they
there.
can apply makeup to make you look more one than the other. You could play villains really well.
Oh yeah. Honestly, the makeup artists they probably make the twins look Yon T most of the time.
Uh-huh. But occasionally, when you're asked to, there'll be a role that requires there to be a Furless in the scene, and you could take on that role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When Cam's not about, of course.
I don't know who Cam is, but yeah.
Cam,
Is that a good one or a bad one?
well, I believe that she actually, she's been away from the studio for quite some time, but for a while, she was one of the most, she was a chameleonic lizard folk. She was a changeling, basically. Shapeshifter. So she could take on literally any role they needed her for. Including, like, talking snakes and shit like that. But she's been AOL. So no, AWOL. She's been AWOL for quite some time. So yeah, you can fill roles that Cam used to do. Not as flexibly, of course, but you can play villains and heroes.
Yeah, with Delyra, it can probably be as flexibly, though, because
Yeah, so 3 different things.
it's also like polymorph.
Yeah. Very cool. So yeah, there's a good acting career for both of you. What were Marlo? You had plans on making
Opening an orphanage.
an orphanage or an
To
animal
sell it,
sanctuary,
it
right?
would be more money
Both.
for selling.
Yes.
Both is good.
It's cooked.
Indeed. Would you set that up on the outskirts of Migra, or would it be out in the woods close to Urkthert's former village and Quill's house?
Honestly, I was thinking
Oh, you-
maybe he
could
would
you-
settle.
In theory, you could convert the now empty McCalling's place into an orphanage.
That could be funny. I had a bit of an idea.
Go on.
Like, I was thinking maybe opening it around Coal City because that's where he was when he was abandoned, so that would be kind of fitting for him. That's where he ended up when he was abandoned, rather.
Okay.
Just thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So he'd probably be setting up an orphanage animal shelter mix around the outskirts of Coal City.
Of Coal City. Back in Skelbany.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going back to Skelbany.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that fine?
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
You're just leaving the Pride Lands.
Yeah.
How'd you get back there?
Sending stone.
You can't send yourself via a sending stone.
No,
Oh, no, but I know someone who can.
Pick me up! I'm stuck!
Come and get me.
that could be funny, just like sometime about it. But like your conscience are just like, God damn it, Marlo, fine, I'll do it.
Fun. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that would of course have other logistical problems dealing with the paperwork in Coal City, but I'm sure you could handle it.
Down she goes.
It's just a
Literally
point
carve
matter.
Literally carve through the red tape if necessary.
I'm sure it won't be. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what you'll be doing. And Urktherт, what? I mean, your partner is going to be a famous actress. What would Urkthert be doing?
So I imagine it'd be a bit of a split between things for a bit. While he's like over the week, he is he'd probably be fighting in the arena again.
He'd go out. He'd go back to Skelbany too, or would he
I'd stay in Migra with Amethyst. Because that'd kind of play into the. Actually, I gotta ask: is the swamp that he was born in very far from Migra?
Yeah, quite a ways. Yeah, but
Uh,
I have an idea. With your with Amethyst's contacts, with not just Amethyst's, but Quill's partner's contacts, you could probably get involved in a wrestling show on STV, on SV, on Scrivision.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you'd probably do that then.
If there isn't one already, you could start one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I mean, like, he doesn't have the intelligence to do so. Like, he's not that smart, nor is he, like, super charismatic.
I want to fight
he's
things. All right, we can make that happen.
Yeah, but I imagine Amethyst could probably handle all of that for him, because she's a lot smarter.
But yeah, we could also teleport from like we are high enough level to just that we'll be able to teleport places simply from the swamp to Migra for like work and stuff.
I imagine on the weekends he's just working on building up the
telecommute.
The swamp pretty much, either just like erecting houses,
So
like,
all the money that you're making is going into restoring your old village, right?
yeah, he'd go in to restore his old village. He'd probably look around the swamps a bit for any of the lizard folk that are also still there. Probably just say like, hey, I built this free house for you guys. Like, want to go live there? And they'd probably be like, what? Why?
You are not from my tribe.
Just go live there. It's a free house. It's free real estate.
This would be trying to help the best she could.
Yeah, it'd probably take a very long time, just due to how slow the process is. But I imagine he would leave it off, with the swamps prospering again. Seeing his old home, maybe not the same tribe.
But people
maybe it has some of the same people. Maybe he's been able to find some of the survivors of that attack that happened so long ago.
Would you also, well, actually, I imagine that Urkthird wouldn't think to take off his SV ring while he's working on the. So, like, you inadvertently end up being like a DIY star as well, as people tune in to watch you rebuilding the village.
And he doesn't even realize it, I guess. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's kind of funny.
And people end up coming to find the village and live there from all over, and you're like, oh wow.
Yeah, I imagine somebody would probably be turned off by I don't know, a random troll decides to walk in while he's building a mud hut and violently gets disemboweled and eaten for lunch.
Oh boy, you really okay? If you eat a troll, that could be bad for you.
Yeah, or something of the sorts, You
might end up with a troll face and you're like trying to come out of your stomach. That would be bad.
Yeah. That's why the tooth sword has fire on it. That way it can't do that.
So you just, every time this troll face starts to grow in your belly, you just burn it off again, huh?
Well, there's Guai.
Oh yeah, and Guai. Yeah, Guai would probably consume it as fast. Oh, actually, that would be a good way to keep Guai fed without having to eat people as much. Because you got this constantly regenerating troll constantly being consumed.
I do want
God, I forget the name of them. The explosion guys that I almost did that exploit with.
Gremlins. He just called them gremlins.
Yeah.
I do have one question.
Go on.
Anthony, do you think we'd be able to level up one more time reasonably?
You want to be at least level 22 before you retire your characters?
No, do you think like the worm, like finishing out the worm vein stuff and that stuff
Oh heck yeah,
would?
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Not right now though. In fairness.
No, I don't. We aren't going to be playing them. I'm just asking them if finishing up all that would level them up one because
Absolutely,
Anyway-
becoming Scry Vision stars, rebuilding a village, wiping out the Wormsbane, starting an orphanage, entering into a new relationship. All of that is going to be experience that you've never had before, and heck yeah, that's going to level you up. Possibly not in
Yeah.
anything like adventure-y, but still.
but we'd still get
In case.
but because the next level 22, me and Urkther were both going to get the epic boot of immortality.
Ah, I see.
That's what
Okay.
Asking.
Yes. Yes, you can
Yeah,
be immortals together.
I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna level up Urkther to being a barbarian 20, and then just leave it at that, just in case somebody comes across him. Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to come across Amethyst and Urkther in the swamp.
Yep. I think
If
he's
he-
gonna be living a pretty good life, because once he's done in the swamp, he's probably gonna be focusing his
Although
full
your
attention.
your fans might come and find you though. Just saying.
That'd be a hard trip.
Yeah.
Like, he'd probably congratulate them for just making it out that far, because it is not a very safe place. Like, you
No.
have to be very hardy in order to survive in a place
But,
like that.
Do you have anything more with the recap? Because it may be a good idea to end it soon so we
Yeah.
don't lose too much time for our actual game
That's
today.
what I was thinking. Yeah, that we should put at the,
Yeah.
that's as everybody's satisfied with their happy ever afters.
Mhm.
Yeah. Just only other thing I'd add is once he's done rebuilding, he'd probably go back to Migra, and just focus on Amethyst, I guess, from there. You know?
Yes.
Well, I'm thinking, yeah, with Quill, he'll probably ended up setting up a shop, setting up a new potion shop in the city.
Absolutely, and with the money,
Most
with
of
the
our
proceeds
members
that you
all
make
have
from
them.
your potion shop, and the fact that your girlfriend / wife in the future possibly is an SV star, you'll have more than enough money to do up the Herblin mansion and make it your own.
Yep.
Not much food, but
Yeah.
Also, the fact you're probably going to get along with your
there is
future father-in-law.
food in the bottom.
He's also a potion maker.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
We no one realized it, but we did meet Sophie's father.
Yes, you did.
That's
Oh, wait, for your character?
Sorry?
Today?
What was that, Yvette?
Wait, so you're saying at some point we met, like, us as the Roaming Ruckus party met, the guy that's gonna be the father of your character?
No.
Sophie's father. Sophie being
Oh! I remember now, yeah. I'm
Quill's
sorry.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I remember now. I big stupid.
No, you're getting your campaigns crossed. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I thought at some point there was a crossover and I didn't realize it.
no, but we should.
yeah, I was trying to
Probably
stop this by
take-
one so we could go into the other game. But
Yeah, sorry.
no, that's fine. So yeah, that's how their story ends, and we'll stop it there. There
Oh,
will
wow,
be
that's a lot of
another stream starting in a minute or two here for the brand new campaign, so stay tuned.
Tales,
Sorry?
twisted tales from the spire.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Indeed.
I'm hungry.